Hello, guys.
Hello, welcome guys, welcome. Was that Diamond? Hello Diamond, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Awesome. Welcome Fahim. And welcome everyone, welcome new viewers, millionaires and billionaires, and welcome future whales. Welcome to the Bulls Run chat and Bulls Run Will group. Welcome Riaz. We'll just allow about a minute for everyone to show up here and settle. And for anyone that's passing through, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to subscribe and join the main Bull Run Telegram group to keep updated with the markets and anything in crypto. And guys that's in the VC, I know I promised you guys I would finish the research on that token that's soon to do over 10,000 X. All-time high was about over $100,000 per coin. So right now it's at about 10 cents or 70 cents. Yeah, about 70 cents. So it's like getting into Bitcoin when it was at 70 cents. So that's a good opportunity. Last night I posted the coin in the crypto signal group, so you guys can go ahead and take a look and just you can put the smallest amount in there. um, that's going to be big gains once it starts pumping. It already did started pumping last night as well, so it's a good opportunity to get in. And for anyone that's interested in getting into um, the crypto signal group, you the entry fee is $500 just to so you guys that aware, because previously it was 200 to get in. And as a way to prevent pump and dumps, we've made it so you guys don't have to hold bull runs. All you do is send the entry fee to the marketing wallet, and then we buy on the chart ourselves. So that way we prevent pump and dumps. And we also use the funds for marketing as well to market the project. So that coin seems like I've been paying attention to it, guys. Sometimes it moves against the market, even if the market is dumping, that coin still pumps. So even if it does, let's say, even if you invest like $100 in it and it gets to, you know, it doesn't even you don't have to wait until it gets to $100,000 per coin. Even if it gets to $25,000 per coin, and you just put $100, that's gonna get you. Let's see how much it would get you. Let's do the math here, just to show you don't need a lot of money to make big gains. All you need to do is get in the right coin at the right time. So let's say $100 would get you. $100 would get you about 1,000 coins. It's pumping. It's already 30%. Last night it was at 8%. Now it's already 30% and pumping. So even if you wait until it gets to, let's say, even $25,000 per coin. Let's see what $1,000 per coin. One thousand coin would give you about 25 million dollars. So eventually it's gonna get up there to all-time high, which is over $100,000 per coin. So let's say even if you did invest $100, you would get 1,000 coins. So 1,000 coins at $100,000. Let's see how much they would give you. 100,000. To be precise, all-time high is 110,000. So let's put that 110,000. Everyone can hear the audio fine, right? I'm not sure about the YouTube channel. Should be fine.
Yes, I can hear you fine.
On YouTube as well? I'm not sure about YouTube, the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, at 100, at all-time high, just investing $100 into this coin will give you, geez, will give you $110 million. That's the type of move we're looking for, guys. And that's how we're going to become millionaires and billionaires very quickly. Why everyone is getting into XRP, uh, the mainstream coins. Yeah, make XRP. It's a long-term hold, but you can make a lot of profits in other coins before, and then you take your profits. You put in XRP, XLM, Shiba, um, and then you make bigger gains. So what we're gonna be focusing on getting at least 10x, 50x, and we're gonna look for. I think this is at least. I'm not sure. Wow, this coin is pumping. I'm not sure. I think this is over $1,000,000% increase. I'm not sure, but just $100, guys. You have the opportunity to turn it to $110 million. So just put even $100 in it. So it's in the crypto signal group. Uh, just make your way over there, and you'll see it in the group. Okay, guys. So we'll take a brief look at the market and see what it's doing here. Welcome, Eddie. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Eddie?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Yeah, we're just doing a live stream, giving some people some updates on the markets and looking at crypto in general.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the weekend, guys. Remember, there's a lot of volatility in the market during the weekend. Usually, the weekend doesn't really pump that much. It just a lot of manipulations in the market. So, we've been expecting uh, the market to continue to dump. So we'll check the daily chart to see what's happening here. And I'm going to show you guys a video. Okay, it looks like Bitcoin's attempting to break out. It's at 26,700, but it is below the support areas and it is below the moving average. So until it gets to like 7,800 or to the above the resistance, which is at 28,000. Once they get there, we'll know for sure that uh, Bitcoins will continue to pump. But right now, it's still attempting to break out. So we're gonna wait and see what it does. It looks like it's pumping on the 4 hour as well. It's attempting to break out. But remember, it can spike up only to come back down, just to create a fake pump. And then people would jump in and start buying when they realize it's pumping. but I would wait until it breaks above, until it gets into, once they get into the 28K, then that would be a good signal that it's going to continue to pump. But I would wait to see if it's really going to break above this resistance here at the 27K, and then continues to break the next big resistance at 30,000, 31,000. If it can't break the resistance and stay above the moving average, which is the trend line here, then we obviously gonna see lower prices to the low 20K ranges. So I'm gonna show you guys a video that shows you guys the SEC is one of the most corrupt organizations. And like I said before, it's all a game, guys. They are playing chess across the board. Everyone is just a puzzle piece. It's just a chess move to them. So they've planned everything out, and the key is to manipulate crypto, buy as much crypto as they possibly can. Welcome, Wonderman. Hello, guys. Audio is good. Awesome.
Hi, bro. Sorry for interrupting you. A quick question. I
Yeah.
was on the live on YouTube, but there's no video. On YouTube, there's no video.
Yeah, it should be a video on YouTube now. It should work.
There was just a still image of BullsRunToken, nothing else.
Can you?
In fact, I came here.
Yeah, it should be working now. Check it out now. Yeah, it was just a
Okay.
website that was on there, but there should be audio and video now. Welcome,
Okay.
OG. Here's a new gem launched yesterday. $100 get approximately 8 sextillion. Do your research and act. Sure. Send us the contract and we'll take a look at it. See if it's worth investing. It's called SOSL. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll do the research on it today, and if it's something good, I'll post it in the crypto signal group, and then everyone can get an opportunity to get in. BTC not touching 20K. Well, there's a lot of FOMO in the market, not FOMO, but a lot of fear in the market, which is what the institution wants. And this is what the big banks want. They want lower prices. So eventually they will get the lower prices because they control the market anyway. Retail investors don't control the market. They could care less what retail does. They're just going to bring the news out to give a reason to dump the market. If they decide they want to dump it, they hold majority of Bitcoin, so they control it. They can dump it to as low as they want to. So we'll play a video and then we'll go over what the central banks are, who they are, and why they manipulating the market like this. So I'll show you guys a brief clip, and maybe that'll give you an idea of what's actually happening. But the central banks, they control the entire world, guys. Gary Gensler is just a face for them, and he's replaceable. If they decide to replace him, they're just gonna replace him with another person, and the game will continue. Gary Gensler doesn't make any moves. He doesn't make any decisions. He's just a puppet, and then everyone else that's controlling everything is in the background. So let's share this here. Let me know if the audio is good, guys.
I can't hear nothing yet.
Awesome. All right, let me play this clip for you guys.
Look, we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. It's called the euro. It's called the yen. They're all digital right now.
Something very strange is happening in crypto today. Gary Gensler just revealed his true motives on CNBC today. He makes it clear he's trying to take down the crypto industry as a whole, not just protect investors.
Look, Jim, there's a lot of questions. There's 10 to 20,000 tokens actually in the Coinbase complaint.
All right, I don't think the video is working on YouTube, so let me just play it normal. I'll just play it normal. So the YouTube. Should be playing, okay. The audio should be working now.
Look, we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. It's called the euro. It's called the yen. They're all digital right now.
Something very strange is happening in crypto today. Gary Gensler just revealed his true motives on CNBC today. He makes it clear he's trying to take down the crypto industry as a whole, not just protect investors.
Look, we as an agency are meant to be. Look, we don't need.
All right, let's do this since it's not playing.
we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. Look, we don't need.
All right, this should work, guys.
Look, we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. It's called the euro. It's called the yen. They're all digital right now.
Something very strange is happening in crypto today. Gary Gensler just revealed his true motives on CNBC today. He makes it clear he's trying to take down the crypto industry as a whole, not just protect investors.
Look, we as an agency are meant to be merit neutral, Jim. There's a lot of question. There's 10 to 20,000 tokens. Actually, in the Coinbase complaint, we note that they have, through the Coinbase wallet, you can trade 16,000 different tokens. And there's a lot of debate as to the use cases and whether there's any there.
And why is Gary Gensler attempting to freeze assets on Binance US?
Mr. Chairman, a lot of it is hard to understand. For instance, in the Binance complaint, you say, Mr. Chairman, I need to know this. The SEC's Binance complaint also seeks emergency relief, like an asset freeze, expedited discovery, and even the appointment of a receiver. Are there more pleadings coming? Because if you do this, that's the end of Binance.
Look, we have concerns.
The SEC trying to freeze Binance US's assets feels like they're almost trying to orchestrate a run on reserves. Steady, lads, deploying more investor protection. And to be clear, if Binance truly has reserves backed one-to-one, then a bank run shouldn't be a problem. Just speculating that I think there's a pretty good likelihood this is the SEC trying to find out if that's the case. But then what about Coinbase, the most compliant? Why did the SEC let Coinbase go public if they were not up to the SEC rules?
Even going back to 2021, when we became a public company, before becoming a public company, you have to disclose everything about your business in depth. There was many back and forth revisions of our S1. And frankly, they had all the knowledge then, and they allowed us to become a public company.
And just like that, the SEC's trap may have been set. Because understand, the SEC allowing any company to go public is not the SEC approving a company. There's a difference between allowing and approving.
When you spoke,
So the idea is, guys, we're gonna be dissecting what was said in the video to see the truth and to see all the BS. So notice the guy said, SEC Coinbase CEO said, SEC allowed them to trade, but didn't approve him to trade. So they're setting a trap for them because, like I told you before, guys, these central banks are smart. They control the world. That's why they're smart. So, and Gary Gensler is just a face that's just relaying the message to the public. He's not making any actions. He's not controlling anything. So the fact that he said, the Coinbase SEO said they allowed them to trade, but they didn't approve them, which is a big difference. So they're setting them in a trap for later on to come down and crash crash and collapse the exchange. So like I said, they are playing chess here. They can see moves ahead before anyone else because they're controlling it. So another reason big giveaway is that there's an article or news or even document saying Gary Gensler applied to be to work at Binance. That's a way to infiltrate Binance. That way they know what's doing. They know everything Binance is doing. That way they set him up as well. So they already made moves way ahead before these guys even knew what was going on. That's how smart the central banks are. They are playing chess with these guys and they have no idea what's about to happen and what's going on. So this is why I kept telling you guys 90% of all these exchanges won't exist because the central bank will collapse them. That's why they sent Gary Gensler to infiltrate Binance. So when that didn't work out, most likely they sent Sam Beckman-Fried to infiltrate, to become friends with CZ. So that way they take him down as well. So we'll continue.
Just earlier about the IPO and the IPO process and the back and forth that you had with the SEC. I think implicit within what you were saying was that they approved us as a business. And yet the prospectus itself, as you know, also says very clearly that effectively the SEC has not opined on the underlying business itself. And in fact, that the company can't actually legally say publicly that the SEC has. Do you agree with that?
Well, they allowed us to become a public company understanding the S1, right? And so I feel like that's our moment to be totally transparent with them, show them everything about our business and how it operates. And so it's not great to have a regulator sort of come back later and say, actually, we changed our mind. Well, this is already
Brian, they
a public
didn't change their
company.
mind. We had John Stark, the former SEC Office of Internet Enforcement Chief for 11 years. He was on earlier. He said it's very specific that in the IPO, the SEC does not approve these things. And it says very specifically they could come back and say that there is additional regulation that's required or additional disclosures or additional filings. And I think what they're very specific about is you call yourself an exchange, you call yourself a broker-dealer when it comes to Prime. Those are things that you need to register for if you're going to be either an exchange or a broker-dealer, just like the NASDAQ or the NYSE would have to.
And that's exactly where we stand.
A couple points. One is that if you're trading commodities, that doesn't necessarily apply, right? We have actually gone out there and acquired a broker-dealer license because we wanted the ability to trade crypto securities. There's actually, I think there could be a big, robust market of crypto securities trading in the US, even though we don't list any securities today. And by the way, I think you're right. The regulator does have the right to come, edit their thinking at times and come back and say, here's a new set of rules. And great, we'd be happy to follow those. The issue in this case is that we're getting conflicting statements from the CFTC head and the SEC head. And then the statements from the SEC are so, such an outlier. They're saying everything other than Bitcoin is a security. Well, that's not our interpretation of the law. That's not what the law says. And that's not what the position of every other country around the world, their financial regulators, is taking. And so I don't think we really had a choice, honestly. We had to go to court to really see if otherwise this industry is just not going to exist in the United States.
Well, yesterday, when Gary Gensler said, we don't need more digital currency, remember, Fed now launches next month. The fix is in and the deck is rigged. This has always been the plan.
Look, I'm not going to go into any one set of conversations between the agency and a company, but we've had discussions with literally dozens of crypto incumbents, including the ones that you just mentioned. And what we find is this is a field that's built, the whole business model is built on non-compliance with the US securities laws. And we're asking them to come into compliance and they're going a bit of catch us if you can.
No, Gary Gensler, because Coinbase wants to comply.
That is a regulation by enforcement approach. And, we met with the SEC 30 times in the last year. They never gave us a single piece of feedback about what we could be doing better. We just got silence. And when we asked them, how would you like us to register? We have this dormant broker-dealer license. Could we activate that? We really got silence. And so it's not appropriate for the regulator to come back and do an enforcement action if we don't have a clear rule book.
And what this has all been building towards, Fed now launching next month. Think of this in basic terms like a digital dollar, like a Bitcoin, only not decentralized, fully permissioned with zero privacy and 100% manipulated by the regulators, US. The launch of the FedNow service, which is slated for July of this year, could have monumental impacts on US payments. And some features of this is a clear improvement from the archaic SWIFT system we have today. The FedNow service will facilitate payments via instant, irrevocable transaction settlement, making funds available to the payee in near real time. Additionally, its core clearing and settlement features are available 24/7, 365. And the FedNow service will be introduced in phases with new features and enhancements released over time. It will utilize the ISO 20022 standard and only cover domestic payments to start. So notice how they take out the old guard and put in the new. The promotion of CBDCs has begun, not just in America. Not surprisingly, a country famous for freezing protesters' bank accounts is leading the way.
Here at the Bank of Canada, we're exploring the possibility of issuing a digital version of cash, not to replace cash, but to ensure Canadians always have access to a safe, stable, and official payment option in an increasingly digital world. You may be thinking, I don't need a digital Canadian dollar right now, and you'd be right, but Canadians may need one in the future. So the bank has to be ready if and when Parliament makes that decision.
And just in, as of this morning, the U.S. District Court has issued a summons for Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao over SEC action. And according to the summons, CZ's current residential address is in the Mediterranean island nation of Malta. I've personally heard he may be in Dubai, maybe he's in Malta, truly nobody knows. But looking at the summons, it does not appear that this has been marked as served, probably because they can't find him. But if they ever do, the company's CEO, CZ, won't necessarily have to appear in person. However, he is legally required to respond to the summons once served. And per the document, once the summons is served, Binance and its CEO will then have 21 days to respond. If you fail to respond, judgment by default will be entered against you for the relief demanded in the complaint. Make sure you click subscribe if you want to stay up to date on this, because crypto will survive, but self-custody has never been more important. Just in, Binance US announces a plan to delist over 100 plus trading pairs, mainly with Tether, and has paused OTC trading. Now, the biggest silver lining in all of this is that crypto is not going away, and the SEC crackdown on Binance and Coinbase surged DeFi trading volumes over 444%. My brother and I are speaking.
Yeah, guys. So this has always been about control, because the central banks, they've been in control for centuries. So they're not going to allow exchanges to be in control because they understand what's coming. Because crypto is one world currency. Crypto is not going anywhere, and it will continue to exist. But central exchanges, they're gonna fall like dominoes. Even Binance, even Coinbase. Most of these exchanges won't exist very soon because it's all about freedom of your finance. So the central banks, they try to infiltrate Binance. This is why they sent Gary Gensler to apply to work at Binance. A lot of people are making a mockery out of Gensler, saying he tried to apply for Binance but got denied, but they have no idea the planning that these central bankers has been doing. It's all about infiltrate, get information, and then take down. That's all it has been about with the central bankers. All they do is control. So they understand that fiat currencies are dying, and the only way for them to maintain control is to get into crypto, because they understand that's the future of finance. And the only way to have control is to take down all of these exchanges, and they have the power to take down all of the exchanges. And this is what we are witnessing right now. OG said this is a weak trap and it will not work. Well, obviously it's working because they took down FTX. Now they about to take down Binance, Coinbase. These people are very powerful, guys. They're the same person that funds both sides of the war. So they have unlimited resources to fight Binance. Binance just have a few billions. These guys have $1 trillion just to throw at anything, just so they have their way. The US don't control crypto. It's a catch-up scheme. Yeah, they can't control it. The government can't control it. So that's why they want to at least control the mainstream. Temporarily, they will, because obviously people that's coming into crypto won't know anything. So the whole idea is to bring up their CBDCs so everyone start using them and they start tracking everyone so everyone can start paying taxes. But once people wake up, they'll ditch the CBDCs and head straight to DeFi. This is why we are now seeing DeFi is exploding, as mentioning in months ahead of time. We've been letting you guys know the DeFi space is going to explode. Pancake Swap, Uniswap, all the decentralized exchanges are going to have more volume than the centralized exchanges. So this is what we're witnessing now. I'll never accept Fed now. Yeah, you're one of the few, but understand the majority of people that don't understand crypto, that's been brainwashed, that's been conditioned, they obviously going to accept it. You're just one of the few, but understand we're only less than 10% of the population that's into crypto. 90% of the world is coming into crypto within the next few years. Pepe will not be on Coinbase anytime soon. Yeah, I agree. If Bitcoin, Binance, they have the hands full. So right now they are in a hurry to delist coins instead of listing. Have silver, gold, and crypto. Yeah, that's a smart investment, but it's all about strategy. It's all about how you invest in these investments and commodities. So it's not a good idea to buy gold and silver right now. It's a good idea to buy crypto. Once crypto explode, you'll have plenty of opportunities to turn your crypto in some of those profits and buy silver and gold, because you don't have, most likely, if you don't have, I'm sure most of you guys are not trillionaires here, so you don't, or even billionaires yet. So you don't have the wealth to be buying silver and gold. Only billionaires and millionaires should be buying gold and silver. If you don't have the wealth, then what's the point of preserving something you don't have? Gold and silver is supposed to be preserving your wealth. So you have to make the wealth before you preserve it. So crypto is a way to make your wealth. Then you buy silver and gold to preserve your wealth. But a lot of people is doing it backward, which is why they're not going to have the success. So the central bankers, guys, they've been controlling everything for centuries. So they're not just now going to allow exchanges to take control of what's going to be the one world currency. So this is why you're going to see all these exchanges start collapsing, because the central banks are going after each and every single one of them. And that's include Binance. We've been mentioning Binance. They will go after Binance for months now. We are now witnessing it. It's happening in real time. And if Binance doesn't comply and do what they say, then they're going to pursue criminal charges against him. But I don't believe the universe is going to allow him to be prosecuted criminally, because he is a genuine guy. He is helping people. So if you are part of the wealth transfer, you helping others become wealthy, the universe will always favor you over anyone else. And this is why we know for a fact that our project will succeed, because we are assisting and helping others become financially free and wealthy and amass a lot of wealth in this wealth transfer. The central banks, I'm telling you guys, they will not stop until they get to their goal. So Coinbase, Binance it's not their stops. They will go after every exchanges and then crash the market only for them to buy crypto at a cheaper price. The central banks have taped down silver for years because it's the dollar and the bank killer. Yeah, I agree. They've manipulated silver and gold for years now. And they're holding down the true value of it. So that's why I say crypto, they won't be able to manipulate it any longer. Crypto will explode way before silver and gold. Then that's when you take your profits and you buy silver and gold with it. But don't tell anyone you have silver or gold. And personally, for me, I wouldn't buy gold. I would just buy silver, because silver is going to be worth 10 times more than silver. I mean, silver is going to be worth 10 times more than gold. So for every ounce of silver is going to be worth at least 10 ounces of gold. When the US dollar and COMEX crashes, the true value of silver would show itself. Yeah, when everything crashes, which we are waiting for the big crash that brings everything down, and crypto will be the first one to pump, and right behind it will be silver, and then will be gold. And the stock market, for anyone that's planning to invest in the stock market, I don't recommend investing in stocks at this time, because 90% of all businesses, of all corporations will also collapse during this time, because we are about to see the greatest depression in our lifetime that's going to dwarf the 1939 Great Depression. This is why all businesses, all companies are failing. And all banks will, 90% of all banks will also fail. For sure. I have 1,551 ounces of silver and 2.2 ounces of gold. Yeah, that's a good investment amount for silver. Yeah, but I would just invest more into crypto, and then once you make your profits, then you buy more silver with it. And if you guys are not in the crypto signal group, I do recommend you guys get in there, because that's the fastest way to make some serious money, because we're all looking at potentially 10,000x pumps that's about to happen. That's way to make millions very quickly, even with just a few $100s. And then you take your profits, you buy gold and silver. But mostly I would buy silver instead. And invest in properties as well. So that way, you know, you have a land, you have properties uh, that you can sell after the dust settles. Yeah, the central bank don't just control the finances in the US. They control finances across the globe, guys. So it's all one corporation that's spread out across the globe. So they can control every country. They have influences over every country. So, for example, I know a lot of people may think Binance is so spread out. He's in different countries, so he might not survive in the U.S., but he may survive in other countries. If the central banks want to take Binance down, it doesn't matter where his corporations are. They will have influence over every country, so they will take him down. They will take the corporation down. That's not just with Binance. That's with any central. That's with any central exchange. So that's why I believe over 90% of all crypto exchanges are going to collapse. We can watch just a short video of just to help you guys understand what the central bank is.
But only as a last resort. Central banks have been using all of these tools to help keep things stable for hundreds of years. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Well, whether you're buying bread or a pomegranate or even starting a business, that stability is important for all of us. And here at the IMF, a big part of our job is providing policy advice that can help central banks all over the world meet their price and financial stability goals.
Yeah, just to summarize, guys, the central bank already attempted to infiltrate Binance by sending Gary Gensler to apply to work at Binance, but he was rejected. I think Binance sees he is a lot smarter than we give him credit for. He probably saw that a mile away, so that's why he rejected that. So they probably found another way to set him up with the FTX takedown, and now they had set up Coinbase for failure as well. They set a trap for Coinbase, and that's with many other exchanges. So they have the power to take down every exchanges. So this is what we're witnessing. So we are expecting lower prices, and looking at the BTC chart, it looks like price is already rejecting the moving average, guys. So I would expect lower prices and for them to continue to collapse the market. So as stated, if we can't see Bitcoin get above this moving average here, which we're already seeing it rejecting, then we're just going to see it just dumps to the lower 20K. Yeah, you can see it clearly rejecting on the 1 hour. So for anyone that's interested in buying any crypto right now, I would just wait. Yeah, that's a clear resistance right here. So, and it's the weekend as well, so we are going to see some high volatility. So expect very fast movement to the downside. And for anyone that's passing through, don't forget to subscribe so you get updated. You hedge yourself against the market, against anything that's happening. So you be part of this wealth transfer that's taking place. And we're going to walk you guys through it, guide you guys through it, and make all the right moves and prevent a lot of losses like we've made when we first got into crypto. Hence why we created the BullsRunToken World Group to spread knowledge, information, so you guys know what's happening before they happen. So it's a wealth of information there. The link to the main Telegram is in the description below, as well as for those that's interested in getting entry to the private crypto single group. If you have any more questions, join the main Telegram and you can ask questions. We'll direct you to there. All right, guys. Peace. And also the marketing wallet for those that wants to get into the private crypto single group is in the description. The process is very simple. You send your entry fund to the marketing wallet, and we send you the invitation link via airdrop into your wallet. And don't forget, guys, we're about to see some big movements in the market. So that way, the faster crypto moves down, the faster it's going to move and move up, and then we can start, it can kickstart the bull run, guys. I see a lot of millionaires, billionaires, and even trillionaires going to get created very quickly because we're going to see a lot of low prices. And it's going to be a bloodbath in the eyes of many, but that's creating a lot of opportunities. And buying those coins at the lowest is what's going to create millionaires, billionaires. Not just any coin, but we have to get into the proper coin and the right coins at the right price. You know, if Bitcoin tanks and then you put all your eggs into Bitcoin, it's going to take you a while to get wealthy in Bitcoin because the price is already too high. So that's why you have to invest in the right coin. So we posted a lot of coins in the private crypto single group for those that wants to get to their goal of financial freedom, millionaires and billionaires a lot quicker than the average person. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next live stream. If you guys have any questions before we go, we'll stay for like 5 minutes. We'll answer some questions, or if anyone has any statements.
Hey, DeFi. How are you?
Hey T, how's it going? I'm great. You?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm like, good stuff, man. You do an awesome job today.
Oh, thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're here to help as many people as we can. So to get to our goal, we'll continue to educate and help create millionaires and billionaires, because we have to look at the long-term perspective and bigger picture. Because if we create and when we create uh, this huge Telegram group of whales of millionaires and billionaires, it's only going to benefit our group, because they're going to pump bull run token chart as well. So by us creating whales, they're going to pump our chart as well. So it's a win-win situation. And also we can walk through the crypto space as whales and continue to accumulate wealth as we move in unison. So it's a win-win for everyone. But that's why it's key to be part of the Bright community, because everyone is lost in the crypto space. Everyone's trading the market without any knowledge or any basis of understanding how the market works, why it moves the way it does, who controls it, what's making it move. So a lot of people, I see a lot of blinds leading the blind. So that's why I spent so much time, years, just studying the market, studying crypto in general. That's all I did. So now I have the understanding to help as many people as we can.
Well said, and well informed.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace.